the new wave. What Kanye say? He said, if you're always trying to say the right thing, then that means life is a test, or what do you? I think something like that. Let's go to the all-knowing TikTok. Kanye, if you're always trying to say the right thing.
If every time someone asks you a question, you try to say the right answer, your entire life is a test. And when did you...
You hear that, but you don't feel that until you've been living it. And let me tell you, I've been living it because for my whole life involves me feeling the need to say the right thing. I work in a job, which is sales, which is just me yapping all the time. I'm doing YouTube as a career pursuit, which is just me yapping all the time, me trying to say the right thing. I'm spitting game to girls, trying to say the right thing. I'm in environments with older people trying to sound like this intellectual. I'm seeing it all over in my life where I'm like constantly trying to say the right thing, constantly trying to say the right thing all the time. And it's stressing me the fuck out. It's stressing me the fuck out, man. Right now, because I have the ability to talk about, I've been struggling about it. I'm easily able to talk about it. But I can't get to this state a lot where I'm just flowing, just talking. I have to do these deep things like meditate or like drink hydration and energy bullshit, like hydration, energy, nootropics, try to get my mind flowing to talk. But it's like, maybe I'm just stressed out because I constantly need to think I messed that up. I constantly think I need to be saying the right thing. Like right there, it's chill. I messed up what I was saying. It happens. When your brain's firing, I saw another thing. It was like the worst thing ever is when your brain's processing in 4K, but your mouth is in 1080p. It's like, they're just not on the same level, and there's things to get them to the same level. You can read out loud, or you can practice talking to a camera all like this and try not to say filler words and whatnot. But I think a lot of it too just comes with the fact of knowing you're a human being and you can just speak words, and those words don't have to move the earth, or those words don't have to be anything grand. They can just be words. And sometimes simplistically talking can be the best form of talking, because if you can talk to anyone and describe anything at a very low level, like a very low IQ level, if you can just talk very simplistic, not needing big words, not having to talk real complex, in my opinion, that's the best thing that's the best thing to be able to do. Because then you're like really intelligent. Then you can really break shit down. You don't need all the fancy schmancy stuff. You just need basic little words. But I think a lot of my stress lately has just been stemming from that. And then I'm stressed out in a bunch of other areas of life. But if every time I'm opening my mouth, I'm worried about what's coming out. Am I saying the right thing? Does it sound okay? Is my pace okay? Are people going to be impressed with what I'm saying? You're fucked. You're cooked. Like, you're gonna be overthinking the smallest little whatever. It's a meme that people talk about when someone walks past you and they say nice jacket or whatever, and you just you just say some random shit. But I think that's a real problem that a lot of people are having, because like the internet, it's had a bad effect on us. The internet's had a bad effect on us for so many different things. And if you're constantly watching a TV show, if you're constantly watching a YouTuber, if you're constantly watching people on Reels, a YouTube video and like a TV show, those could be fucking scripted. Those could literally be multi-takes, people writing down exactly what you're supposed to say, words. That's not real. And your favorite influencer that's filming a video and you're like, this is the smoothest talker I've ever heard, that could have took them a few takes. And it's all fake. It's all fake. Yeah, you can talk smooth, and there are people that talk with good grammar or talk with good cadence and whatnot, and that's a skill to learn for sure. But it's like, you don't have to be talking perfectly all the time. And I think having that insecurity, at least that I've been struggling with lately, is like, you want to talk about stress that's unneeded and stress that's just like, that's like the opening of the door to hell. Like, if every time you're having a conversation, you're thinking about what is the perfect thing I can say. Oh my gosh. Just think about how many times you talk a day. And maybe even you don't even realize you're doing it. Like, maybe you've conditioned yourself to think that every time, then you don't even know you're stressed out when you're talking. And as someone that talks for a living, it's really not a fun way to be living in life at all. So just talk. It's okay if you stutter a little bit. It's okay if the words that you say don't really match up. It's okay if you make up some words. If you get your point across and people understand what you're saying, that's awesome. It doesn't have to be pretty. It really doesn't have to be pretty. It does. It doesn't have to be pretty. Because the worst thing ever is that, like that quote I said, to be thinking in 4K, but it's coming out in 1080p. And a lot of that is, you trying to 100% dialect, or is that the word, dialect, or I don't know, translate whatever's going on in your mind to come out of your mouth. First of all, realize that's a skill. First, realize like that takes practice, that takes certain things to be able to do that well. But also, like, you don't have to puff it up. Like, what it is in your head, it's probably a lot more simpler than you're trying to make it seem like. But you're trying to make it seem like this grand thing, because every day now, everybody's got to be performative, and things have to be entertaining, and people want, people to turn their head at something you say or something you do or the way that you act. But when you're always trying to say the right thing, life's going to be a test. And when are we the most stressed out? When we're taking a test. Yo, I really might start rocking these like this. I love this look. 3, 2,